Paid traffic rules and free traffic sucks. In today's video, I'm going to show you why paid traffic or advertising is the best way to build your business. And I'm going to show you why free traffic strategies like blogging and SEO and posting on social media are a real shitty way to build your business and why paid traffic is better. Okay, so before we dive into it, I do want to say that free traffic has its place. After all, this video itself is a free traffic strategy to build my business. But what I'm saying is when you're first starting your business, before it's mature, paid traffic or advertising is going to be the way to go. And I'm going to show you why paid traffic is the best way to go in the beginning of your business in today's video. The first reason why paid traffic is better than free traffic is that paid traffic is actually less expensive than free traffic. Now, I know that sounds kind of weird, but stick with me and I'm going to show you why this is. Now, a lot of people, when they first start their business, they think they have no choice but to use free traffic strategies like posting on social media or search engine optimization or blogging. They think they have no choice but to use these strategies because they think they can't afford to advertise. But this is actually a myth about online advertising. You don't need a huge budget to get started with online advertising. In fact, you can get started with as little as $1 per day. When I first started my last business, for example, I got started with a budget of just $10 per day. And then we were able to turn that into $20 a day of sales, and then we were able to reinvest that money. So you don't need a ton of money to get started with paid traffic, but what you do need is skill. If you don't know what you're doing, obviously you're going to need to invest a ton of money and you're not going to get a return. But that's not the way that paid traffic or advertising is supposed to work. If you know what you're doing, you can use paid traffic and get started with just $5 or $10 per day, and within a month or two, you'll be making back more in profits than what you're spending on the ad. So even if you don't have a lot of money right now, paid traffic is going to be the way to go. Here's one other thing to consider. Free traffic strategies are not truly free because they require your time. It takes a lot of time to make blog posts and to do search engine optimization and to create content for social media. And if you're a business owner, your time is not free. In fact, your time is probably the most valuable thing that you have. Given enough time, you could do something in your business to bring in money. And if you're using that time on free traffic, then it's not very wisely spent. In fact, if you put that same amount of time that you're putting into free traffic into managing your paid traffic campaigns, then you would get much better results. Now, of course, the catch is you have to know what you're doing in order to be able to invest in advertising and make more back than you're spending. So if you want to learn how to use paid traffic to your advantage, I recommend picking up a copy of my book, The 15 Steps to Profitable YouTube Marketing. Shows you everything you need to know about YouTube marketing, and you can get started with paid traffic on YouTube. And of course, if you want to go into other platforms, there are many other books and resources for other platforms. But just know, free traffic is not truly free, and paid traffic is cheaper in the long term. Reason number 2 why paid traffic is better than free traffic is that Google and Facebook are gradually eliminating all the free traffic that businesses get from their platforms, and that also includes YouTube. So let me tell you a little bit about why this is. When Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and all these social media platforms were first getting started, they wanted to attract businesses to go onto their platforms in addition to individuals. After all, having businesses on their platforms added a lot of value. If there weren't any businesses on there, then it'd be difficult for them to attract people on there and to eventually get businesses to advertise. However, now pretty much every business is on Facebook, every business is on Instagram and YouTube, and that incentive to get businesses on the platform has now disappeared. Now their incentive is to get you to pay them to be on the platform. And because of that, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and every other social media platform are gradually reducing the organic reach of businesses year after year. What I mean by organic reach is that back in the day, a business used to be able to make a Facebook post or put out a YouTube video or put out a post on Instagram, and a significant amount of people will see it. However, every year, organic reach for businesses gets reduced more and more and more. And for businesses, it's getting tougher and tougher every year to get traffic going to your page or to your profile or your channel for free. They want you to pay. Now, you can't really fight the platforms on this. After all, they do need money to maintain these platforms. They have a huge incentive to get businesses to pay them, and they know that they are providing you with valuable traffic so that you will pay them if you have no choice. So I recommend you don't try to fight Google, you don't try to fight Facebook, and that you go with this trend. Except that you will have to pay for traffic in order to get people going to your website and your profile going forward, and learn how to do it in the best way. Reason number 3 why paid traffic is better than free traffic is that paid traffic makes you money faster than free traffic. Now, once you already have an established business, free traffic is great because it'll kind of provide you with sales coming in the background where you don't have to pay for advertising. The catch is that these sales usually don't come in instantly. In fact, it'll usually take a few years for traffic to build up from a social media profile or a YouTube channel if you're just posting content and you're not buying advertising. On the other hand, with advertising, you can just click a button, pay some money, and get people going to your website. And if you know what you're doing, you can click a button, pay some money, and make more money than what you spent. Now, this is very important in the beginning stages of your business because in the first few months of your business, you got to get money coming in fast. You can't wait years and years for things to build up and to eventually make money. So what I recommend when you first start your business is that you get started with paid traffic only. Later on, you can add in some free traffic strategies. They won't make you money right away, but years and years down the road, those strategies will begin to pay off. But start with paid traffic, get that money coming in, and that will actually fund your free traffic strategies that you're going to use later. Reason number 4 why paid traffic rules and free traffic sucks is that you're going to improve your marketing and you're going to learn a lot more from running advertising campaigns versus using free traffic strategies. Now, when you run advertising campaigns, you can steadily and scientifically improve your marketing over time. You can do what's called split testing, where say you run one version of your website versus another and see objectively which one makes more sales. With free traffic, on the other hand, if you're just posting on social media or blogging or doing SEO, you can never really test one version of your website against another. You can't test one ad against another, and you're not really going to improve your marketing over time. Even worse, you are not going to improve as a marketer. You're not really going to have any objective data which tells you what you did that worked and what didn't work. So you're not going to make your marketing better and your skills better over time. And that's why I feel like you should start off with paid traffic. You can eventually add in these free traffic strategies, but you got to have that learning at first so that way your marketing becomes effective. When it is effective, your free traffic strategies will work much better. All right, so here's the final reason why paid traffic rules and free traffic sucks. When you're investing in advertising, it increases your commitment to the business, and paradoxically, it makes it more likely that your business will become profitable and successful going forward. Now, this was first explained to me by Evan Pagan, one of my mentors who I learned a lot from back in the day. I was at a seminar that he was doing, and the way he explained it is like this. He asked the crowd, so if you want to get over a high fence that seems too high for you to climb over, how do you get over that fence? And people said you get a ladder or you get a rope or some things like that. But he said, no, the way that you get over the fence is that you throw your hat over the fence. And what he meant by that is that you do something that will commit you inevitably to doing the thing that seems hard or impossible right now. If you throw your hat over the fence, especially if it's a really nice hat that you like, you're going to be motivated to get it back. So you're going to figure out some way to get over that fence. Paid traffic kind of has that effect on your business. If you commit to, say, spending just $100 a day on advertising or whatever amount is doable for you but also challenging, then you're going to have an incentive to make that advertising work. You're not just going to keep losing money day after day after day. Eventually, you're going to figure out how to make it work, and then you're going to be able to build a profitable business that scales up. On the other hand, I know a lot of people that don't buy any advertising for their business, where their business never exactly loses any money, but it never really makes any money either. And it kind of exists in this limbo where they can't really quit their job, but their business isn't really failing and they're not really losing any money. So I don't want you to get caught in that limbo. What I want you to do is to start investing some amount of money in advertising so that way you have an incentive to make it work. Either you make it work or your business fails and you go out of business. In a way, that could actually be a good thing, much better than just working on a business that kind of breaks even for years and years and years, because then you can work on something new, which has a lot more potential. But most likely, you will make it work. And when you do make it work, you'll be able to scale things up, and you'll be glad that you invested in paid traffic. All right, so those are my top 5 reasons why paid traffic rules and free traffic sucks, especially when you're first starting off your business. Now, as I said in the beginning, there is a catch to all this, which is that paid traffic isn't just a guaranteed win for you. It requires skill. If you don't know how to manage advertising campaigns, if you don't know how to put together a good website, if you don't know how to make good ads, then obviously you're just going to be blowing your money on these advertising campaigns, and you're not really going to make any kind of return back. So how do you learn how to drive paid traffic that's profitable to your website? Well, if you're interested in advertising on YouTube, I recommend you pick up a copy of my book, The 15 Steps to Profitable YouTube Marketing. In my book, I show you how to make a great video ad. I show you how to run great ad campaigns. I show you how to make a website that converts paid traffic from YouTube into sales. Everything you need to know, start to finish, to build profitable YouTube advertising campaigns, you can learn from my book. It costs $29.95 on Amazon, but through the link in this video, you can get it for free. So pick up a free copy if you want to learn more about how to drive paid traffic through YouTube. So thank you for joining me on this episode. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and share it with a friend if you have a friend that needs to hear this message. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode.